500 is going to be resistance. So if we can get up there, I'd like to catch a reaction off of it.
Yeah, but shares extended gains hitting a record 60-day high last time. It's for 2%.
I'm going to be watching 500, the 500 level.
Putin says that the West didn't discuss sanctions evasion.
About 120 bucks away from my target here. I still like gold short. Probably to my own detriment. $111 people. We're gonna have to upgrade the Discord.
Trade war has nothing to do with
We're capped at 150.
trade disimbalances must be settled with negotiations.
That's all right. I can actually boost it myself to make sure we have room. I'm not gonna let people get hung out to dry, you know? There's like 360 or 70 something premium members now. 6,000 people in the free Discord. And, you know, we've sold, since the book launched, thousands of books, guys. People are loving the book. I haven't heard one person say, man, you know, I didn't get a lot out of this book. Not one person. Now, I get a lot of people into the community And everybody who cancels, there's a cancellation reason that they fill out. Overwhelmingly, people, it's not my style, or, not trading futures or what have you. I hate words. There's an audiobook, Corey. We now have an audiobook for you, for people just like you. I hate noise. I hate sounds. I have a Braille version coming out soon for you, Corey. You can read it with your hands. I guess those are technically still words, but Rock Beer, welcome. We've had quite choppy price action so far, so not a lot of great setups. Yesterday was a fantastic stream. We had a lot of great trades. I've taken a couple of trades here, nothing crazy. I'm trying to hit about $300 in profit in this straight funded top one account. I'm on day 2 out of 10. Yeah, the market is, well, there's quite a bit of volatility. These 1-minute candles, this 1-minute candle here is 40 points. We should be treating this like a balanced session, guys. Balanced session.
Ethan says meeting in Alaska, which Trump showed that he conveys it accurately, always steps getting reference. To bridge this, so Ethan said Woodcock correctly relays our position to Trump.
For the toolkit. I mean, I tried to cover, I guess I went through a lot of the features, but I guess how to use the toolkit to trade the setups.
Putin or Witkoff correctly relays our position to the US president.
Yep, there it is. There's the LVN right there. Toolkit called it. Grace says, I've never had any issues with Apex, but also I never broke the rules. If you're not getting paid on Apex, guys, it's because they broke the rules. It's plain and simple. Now, it should be noted that Apex has more rules than most prop firms, but also Apex is by far the cheapest, right? You can't have everything. You can't have the cheapest prop firm with the easiest rules, with the easiest payouts. It's going to give somewhere, right? You're going to pay more on other prop firms for better payout rules. So if you want to be cheap and buy cheap evaluations, expect harder rules to get payouts. If you want to pony up and pay more on prop firms that charge more, you'll get more, it'll be easier to get payouts. The choice is yours. I think people who are newer traders who aren't even passing evaluations yet, Apex is a great option. Gives you some skin in the game. allows you to trade, get comfortable without a lot of expending a lot of money. Now, once you're more consistent, it makes sense to pony up a little more money on firms that with easier payout rules, because you're probably more likely to get a payout based on your trading. There's nothing wrong with being cheap. You know, if you're inconsistent, guys, there's nothing wrong with being cheap on evaluations, because you're not passing them anyway. You're still learning. So there's a place for it, I think. Anyway, that's my opinion. It's a total, right, exactly, Mark. It's a trade-off. I was always told
Baby says NBC members use domestic factors
by a very smart entrepreneur.
natural factors.
Fast. You can only have two of these things. You can't have all three. You can find cheap quality, but it's going to be slow. You can find fast and cheap, but it's not going to be quality. You can find fast quality, but it's not going to be cheap. Right? Everything's a trade-off, right? You can have one of these three things. I mean, you could have two of these three things, but you can't have all three.
Bailey adds that tariffs aren't as big as part of the inflation stories as we thought they might be.
$401 what? Long? Short? What? Oh, long. Nice. I'm shorting then. Going short, baby. Chuck's long. Hey, great. I go over all the details of what's in the premium here. There's a whole video and explanation of what's included in the premium there. Back test long on NQ. Yeah. Buellnox, nice. Does Buellnox have Project X, or is it typical, you know, Trade of 8, Ninja Trader? I already faded. I already got my $10 on one micro. Gold's about to make all-time highs again. Glad I got out of that trade when I could. Didn't get greedy, guys. Took my money and ran. Oh, why don't you get both? That's
Lucas
nice.
says there's no date for Trump's visit to Russia.
I'll have to check them out.
Preparations for such a
I
visit.
do. I am involved with a lot of prop firms. It's kind of a lot already. I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be one more pullback before this level breaks. Still fading the extremes here.
Martin says that we're not preparing Trump to visit Moscow, but he's invited.
It's gonna run my stop. Got out. Gave up some of my profits. There you go, Chet. Now do we get continuation? I flipped long. Come on now, that should be the back test of this. Go. Let's go. Well, that's frustrating, huh? Come on. What a on my way back now. We have an initial balance. Let's go. Come on. Retest that IB high. Let's go. Okay, back above this low volume node. Let's see if we can hold this time. Playing games with me.
Bank of England's Bailey says market inflation expectations are anchored around the
There we go.
consistent with inflation targets.
Come on. Ah. Anybody taking the banana trade? I'm long. I'd like a clean break. So get out the way. Just need a giant hedge fund to come in here and swoop on in, buy all the sellers out right here, send it to 500. Now? Like a good idea to me. Ah, don't reject. Come on. I got my profit target at 82 3/4. That will put me at my profit target for the day. My stop's at break even. I'm up 10 points. Sellers, the cumulative delta is not pretty, but there we go. Come on. Send it. Send it. Send it. Let's go. Come on. Push, 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 push. Send it. Still long. Holding 2. Wait, one more. See if we can get up to 94. So I'm essentially like this. I got 1 micro left at 57, 56.5. Aiming for, let's move this knife here. I want to get to 94.5. And I have no risk anymore in here. David, you're good at holding those runners, man. What is it? 1 micro, couple micros? What you holding? I think I'm just going to take my profits here, guys. I'll find another 50 bucks somewhere else. Look at the barcoding on Bitcoin. Ethereum going up. Gold, all-time high. Gold's going to the moon. Starting to feel like a grinder, but we'll see.
It's always focused on things. Just a little while ago from Energy Intel, Deputy Bureau Chief Backer says there's a lot of speculation around what OPEC might or might not do ahead of the meeting on the 7th. Their advice is to block out the noise. In fact, it says that so far there have been no talks among delegation on policy instead of the upcoming OPEC Plus meeting. To keep in mind, earlier this morning we saw OPEC Plus sources saying that to consider another oil production line at the Sunday meeting. Again, Energy Intel Bureau Chief Bacchus is saying that to block out the noise and saying there's been no talks among the delegation on policy.
Right to my order. I love that. Finally. All right, I'm filled. 300 bucks. Profit target met on this 50K straight to funded top one account. Not used to trading 50Ks, so trying to trade with a little smaller size, see what I can be done. Don't want to lock myself out. So this is day 2 in this account. Look, only a 69% win rate. 1-to-1 on the risk to reward. Lots of trades today. I took a couple of losers, but losers are par for the course, guys, aren't they? So I got to get this thing to 3K in 10 trading days. So we'll see if I can do it without blowing it. It's not easy for me. I like having a little more drawdown, a little more size for my scalping, so I don't have to take, but it is what it is. Let's see what I can do. I mean, that's Take Profit Trader has back to funded for 650 on their 50K. So it's not really new. It's new for Top Step, obviously. There's that profit target on that long on NQ. On the gold chart, we have, this is the session VWAP, starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we have the weekly VWAP down here. This is from my VWAP Wave toolkit, kind of lining everything up for me.
Trump plans to block a wind farm off the coast of Massachusetts.
Dude, look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin catching a bid. Look at that. Risk on, guys. Risk on. NQ up 1%. Do you think I have a... Nice. I move my stop, swing lows essentially, which I don't love, but it's the best method I have. I find on NQ if I move it up a few ticks at a time, I just get stopped out too easily. So I try to have it on the other end of some type of structure if possible. That's in a perfect world. Right up to this low volume node. All right, I'll trade one more account here. What time is it? It's on a quarter to 11. It's early. I'm afraid the best moves have happened already, though. If the opposing structure is really far, Jonathan, we have a problem. Then I'm going to have to just give it a dollar amount that I'm willing to risk.
Point of Politico, Trump's warning on digital rules aimed at South Korea.
Looks like it wants to push up too. Xavier, are you talking about gold or NQ? We need to know it.
Reporters article from Politico.
All-time high VWAP at 540. I get it. So NQ?
US tech companies is riling up in Europe. The continent's digital regulations were not Trump's primary target. Trump's August 25.
That would be right here.
All countries with digital taxes, legislation, rules, or regulations did not specify any territory by name. However, 4 people familiar with the White House
looks like it hasn't been really respected all that much. It's been chopped around quite a bit, actually.
Under consideration in South Korea's parliament, the people were granted anonymity to discuss ongoing negotiations.
Not much to do here now, unless you're still holding a runner. I mean, we do have a short spot right up here in the 500s. We blew right through 500 and then back tested it. So, we struggled a little bit up here. Let's could be a spot to try a little bit of a retracement, but you know, you got to manage your risk. Be careful. Cheap short. Cheap short indeed. I'll give it a little taste. Do have a stop, tight stop in there. I will try and get back in if it breaks and rejects. There we go. That worked. Is that all we're going to get? Come on. That very well might be all we're going to get. Come on.
This one just less than 7 time out, it's top down. Trump chiefly greeting the Polish president before having a bilateral
I got out. Crazy. Come on. Back in. Well, you didn't take your profit on that one. Your SOL. That might have been the entire retracement. There we go. Filled one. So I'm short 22. Nice tight stop. I have a 2,500 profit target, which I'm probably just going to take right now. Beautiful. That was everything I wanted out of that and more. Quick 500 bucks. One trade.
We have posted out the video where Trump will be greeting Poland's president. It probably will be also the same video before he has his bilateral meeting and then his lunch.
So I do have some kind of exciting news. Nothing is official quite yet. But I was approached by the owner of Financial Juice and Tick Strike. And we're having a meeting next week about the potential of me leading their education program. Nothing changes here. Everything will remain the same. This will just be an additional project. Very possible.
Canada's P.M. Carney says Canada budget will focus on austerity as well as investment. Also, the finance branch were expected to have Trump greet Poland's president.
Right, so Zombie's all in, man. Yeah, same company. Same company. Financial Juice and Tick Strike, same company. And I bottom tick that dip. I don't know about free subs, but I might be able to pull off some type of better rate. That's for sure. Cumulative delta's weak, guys. We might get that nice retracement from up here. That was the level. And why did I short here? Advanced playbook. Higher time frame, fade value area extreme off the composite. It was about 20 points, 80 ticks. 25 points, really, if you grab the whole thing. I did not. I grabbed about 20 points of a 25-point move, which is pretty darn good. Could still go. The reason I covered here, one, because it was 500, the round number, right? But this is also the forming distribution, right? So this is the value area low. That's the natural point where it's probably going to find some buyers. So this is actually the other advanced playbook play. Who could name this one? The long at that line right there. That's right. Late entry, price discovery long, correct. So when we're way above the bands, initial balance, right? There, instead of having to wait for a setup here, which we might not get, we wait for a distribution to form and we long the bottom of the structure. So this would have been an extension fade, 50% combined with the higher time frame fade value or extreme, right? So that's the short. And we had confluence. We had two levels. So it was a B setup. I like B setups. The long was right here. So I covered my short at the long setup, obviously. Or not so obviously. I don't know. But if that's a long setup, it probably makes good sense to cover my short there.
Surely expecting Trump to greet President of Poland. Carney says he last spoke to Trump on Monday.
It's hard to make it a part of my deal because all of these are separate companies like Flux and Tick Strike and Financial. They do all their own billing. So it's hard for me to, because I would have to then collect payment and then pay them, which would be a real headache. But maybe it can be done. I don't know. I'm not familiar with how all that is done. Maybe there's an easy way of doing that. I don't know.
According to sources, Russia's oil exports from Western are to fall 6% in September versus August to around 1.9 million barrels per day, according to sources. just to note for your calendars, prepared to hold October 21st Payments and Innovation Conference, and it's looking forward to discuss stablecoins, AI, and tokenization.
So as a reminder, we have group coaching tomorrow. 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't make it, there will be a recording. We have weekly upper band and VWAP and this capitulation candles all lined up down here in the low 400s. That could be an interesting spot. And then we have right here both interesting long spots. Now this is a pretty wide, it's not too bad, maybe like 10 points, 15 point zone. So it is, we're coming at the 11 o'clock hour, guys. Let's do a little trade check-in. How are we doing trade-wise? What's our P&L looking like? Are we trading our plan? Yes or no? How's our mindset? Are we staying the course? Or are the wheels falling off the bus? Now's a good time. If you haven't checked in on yourself, let's check in. Nice. Corey was locked out with 1K in profit. Looks like we have a little bit of a forming descending wedge. Not a huge price action trader, but that's one pattern I really pay attention to. Zalos, good day. Up 260 on a 50K eval. Taking entries to plan. 300 for today and out. Norm 136. Roadrunner's trading his plan, but losing his shirt. So, well, can't complain too much. Old man money's up 1.8K. Chuck was diddling in the middle, put him red, but he's almost all the way back out. Awesome. Eric, first day here, need to learn Discord, etc. Give it time. Yep, you'll get comfortable soon enough. Pretty good trading day thus far. Awesome. B. Fisher, small green, didn't take. Welcome to the group, Eric. B. Fisher, small green, didn't take some trades I saw, but that's okay. Still new. Absolutely. Max, one of those days. We all have those days. I thought today might have wind up. I was having a little bit of a rough start this morning, but finished strong. I wouldn't say I'm finished yet. I'll probably take some more trades. Zayim up 610. Nice. Ali's up 200. Trying not to rush things this time, as that's what I get all crazy, right? The bell rings out of the open. We're all trying to make our nut by 9:45. Usually doesn't go well. Chuck, happy with my process for recovery. Awesome. Little wins. Base hits add up. Bryce is up 100. Josh, 3 for 3. Up 231 and a 50K val. Easy does it. Sunny, red day, I'm okay with that. I learned some more. It's a process, right? Once I be formed, everything switched today. Nice. Losing is part of the game, guys. The sooner you accept that, the better trader you will be. Good traders aren't traders that just win all the time. Good traders are ones that manage themselves through the wins and the losses. Always remember that. You guys saw me take a couple of red trades, couple of losers. We just kept trading away, kept trading the plan. It's nice, Corey. I like that. Yeah, Eric, it's a lot, but once you get comfortable with the toolkit, it's quite powerful. As you can see, levels playing off real nicely today. I mean, essentially that 23.57, no, 23.522, that was essentially the high of the day. We shorted that
Bailey,
at that LVN node,
QT isn't
which is also the 50% extension. That was an excellent level. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, it's so Jonathan asked for LVNs, do you focus on the middle of the LVN or ledges? I think it's more the middle of it's. So this is a high volume node, right? This is an LVN, right? This right here is a low volume node. There's no real ledge to the LVN. The high volume node has, I think, ledges. Value area high and value area low, and this is excess price. I don't know if I call them ledges.
Bailey says there is no pot of gold for public finances if the Bank of England teaches a different approach to QT.
You want the lowest point in the low volume
I
node.
do not think QT is a cause of increasive bond yields. QT base remains on an open sea. Bailey says our open decision will take into account interaction with the markets. It's the end of QT.
Sure looks like it wants to break out of this volume node, doesn't it? I'd like to see a fake breakout here. We can get rid of this. This trade is over. Well done on that short from the LVN. Not sure if anybody's still holding it, but all right, now we're looking for the long.
AMD executive says that we have more than 40 active engagements with different nations for sovereign AI. That's at the City Global TMT conference. Adding that they're working with the US government closely to ensure that they're in compliance.
I still think there's a short in here, guys. We reclaimed 500. We've been kind of chopping around 500. That's what's going on here.
AMD executive says if we get a license for a next generation chip, we will, we definitely think, we will think about putting some work into the investment cycle.
Goes, there's the crack. Lower. Nice. I don't think I'm showing my thing here. You know, it's kind of flagging, right? So I don't think the sell-off was done yet. What price did you get, Chuck? $470 is an interesting area to go long. We might get at least a reaction, 472-ish. I'll put a little bit of a limit order down there. Still looks kind of heavy. It's just kind of fleshing out still.
Couple minutes till Biden's president to run into the White House, which reported saying he's left the Blair House on the way to the White House.
I think I'm gonna be done here. This is kind of the spot. Wonder if they're front running it. Some buyers stepping in here. It's not all that impressive. Might just be a dead cat bounce and what's a bigger pullback. Not surprised about that sell-off there. Sellers stepping in right there. People trying to get out of their long positions. $470 certainly is an interesting spot. That was the touch. The buyers take over. No buyers. Unless there's a flush and reclaim, which is always possible. All right, done here. No long. There is this low volume. Now the problem is there's such a wide area. Still going down too. No buyers, guys. Yep. I think you're talking about gold. We're talking about NQ. We got to be clear on who's talking about what. I mean, that low volume node is the back. I think that's the last line of defense. If we break this low volume node, it's back to 440. And then 420, 420. That seems like it might have been the buy spot. Let's see what happens up here at IB high. If that's a back test, return to value short. Or it's a break and reclaim long. Dang, nothing. Little reaction there. Oh well. All the way back down it goes. Yep. Backtest return to value was the play. Now I'm watching 425 for the VWAP bounce.
Trump is currently meeting with President Poland.
Thing is, we have ES at point of control VWAP right here. All right, I'm gonna try and swing it right here. Taking a shot. $36.75. Come on now. Give me a little something. Out. I'm gonna get back in right here. Dude, bears are slamming it. Slamming. There's like no shit bounce, huh? Nothing. All right, there's actual VWAP.
And Trump and the president going to the White House. Remember, there'll be a bilateral meeting at 11:20, or supposed to be 11:20, and then it's dinner later on. And then lunch with President Poland.
Ugly. Oogly. Trash, man. Trash. I'm long. 40.23. I need 10 points just to make up for my losers on the way down.
At the Oval Office.
33. Come on.
As said at the bilateral meeting.
Give me a real bounce. Let's go. Yeah, I caught another. I sized up on another bounce. So that's just for the remaining.
Euro stock. Euro stock.
That's it, guys.
0.57%.
32.
Euros and blue chips up 69%.
Yeah, $200. I'm up 200. It was up 400 and some, $500. Right here. ES is now. We got point of control. They Maybe one more push down from here to point of control. What a sell-off, bro. Crazy. Longs are puking. One more push. And then we're at lower band on ES and point of control on NQ. That's the last bastion. Oh, maybe not. 370. Yeah.
Spot gold extends gains last up nearly 1% to hit a record high.
Gold, all-time high again. It's a third all-time high this session since the open. I mean, the good news is I did a pretty good job of managing my risk on the way down. That was a back test of VWAP right there. Sub VWAP trap. I don't know. Looks like another anemic bounce. There it goes. Looks like we might now. There we go. Caught that one. All right. Back to where I was. Let's go. All right. All right, that looks like a back test now of weekly upper band. There's your 425 squeeze. That might have been the anemic bounce. Hey. I mean, that's the bounce we were looking for 70 points. Go send it to Hades. Hades, here we come. So gold made a new all-time high there by like 6 ticks and then sold off. Could be a good short. ES is still below VWAP. And it looks like it can't get, it's struggling to get back above it. We'll see. But after this huge rotation, you know, we should expect a little bit of a rotation up. Like it did find, you know, it's starting to build a little structure here, but you know, this is an awkward area. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up there. I gave back my profits on that one too. So got a couple good trades in some other accounts.
Russia will also try oil by the Arctic or seaweed to Brunei first time.
How did everybody else trade today? That was a tough rotation down if you were looking for longs like I was. Hopefully you managed risk. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it was tough. The downfall of many men. True story, Max Boy. I've been $10 away from like a payout and I blew the account because I didn't want to take the loss. Can't take up $10 away. Just let it come back to even and make me 10 bucks on it. And then the account is blown. Well, you know, do you still have a higher low here? Technically speaking. Thanks, guys. Yep, Eric been there. Hey, at least you only lost half of it, SA. You could have lost all of it. So that's good. Day's over for me. I'm gonna have lunch. If you guys are gonna continue trading, you could head on over to the trading lounge or the trading floor. Trading floor is if you're gonna use your mic, stay on topic and talk charts and entries and setups. Trader lounge is for some more casual style banter. So the choice is yours. I did some ollie lifts this morning too. I did about like 80 power cleans this morning. So we will have group coaching tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you can make it. Crypto trading tomorrow night at 7. If you want to keep trading today, head on over to the Trader Lounge in the Discord, the premium Discord. You can share your mic, share your screens.
President, that's bigger. However, the video is on the feed for you to watch.
And I'm going to wrap it up here. Happy to hit profit target in my top one. $500 in my cash account. Apex max loss $1,000 on that account. Right in the open. First thing I did, take a loser on that one. Was actually up 1,000, then lost 1,000. So that's technically down 2,000 in that account. Because it's a trailing drawdown. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll be back at it tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Discord, 10 a.m. on YouTube. Have a great day, everybody. If you have any questions in the Discord, feel free to tag me. I'll be around. Have a great day.